Hey traders, this is Shogun Chat 247. I train traders how to trade in harmony with the market. Today is the 25th of April 2024, Thursday. We are looking at the pound US dollar. I will be looking at the US dollar Canadian dollar in terms of analysis and what I feel or the market is currently doing, and also I have in mind to check the Euro US dollar and the CAD if time permits me. So the first one is the pound US dollar, which we have interest in because we've been looking at this for the last 3 days. Okay, and this is actually worked out well. We had a little bit of pause here, okay, before the break of the structure too. So for a easy read, let me quickly draw the wave structure. So that is the starting point of this wave, or the last downtrend swing. So that is what we have, and we started buying from here, buying, selling, buying, and now price has come to the break of the major structure zero. After a major structure break, okay, you need to look at there's something I want to say this morning actually. In order for you to be able to fully utilize things that I'm showing you here, you have to be very good at multi-time frame analysis. You look from a bigger time frame, you drill down to the smaller time frame, because all this pullback in an uptrend. So now we have an uptrend, okay, on this chart, on this 1 minute chart, because you can define it yourself, series of higher lows and higher highs. And once that happens, especially after a major downtrend, they will they will discount the price. In most cases, if this is the first attempt, if this is the first successful attempt of an uptrend, okay, you will see a break of the low again. Okay, so always bear that in mind. And that is why we call this a trend changing pattern. Unless the price settles itself and pulls away from here, then a break of that high could be considered to be a momentum high break, then the trend will continue. So I'm just saying that, okay? But as we are right now, price has confirmed that we have a trend changing pattern in the pound US dollar on the 1 hour chart. Okay, so let me do one thing again. I'm going to drill this down straight away to 5 minute chart just to see the last pullback. What I want to show you is this this last pullback here. We want to see the information here, okay? Because this is very important. Every pullback, the secondary trend. So now this is the primary trend. The uptrend is the primary trend, okay? And the pullbacks in these trends, sorry, I'm trying to find, there you go. So these pullbacks, they carry information. They gives us information, valuable information of what to be expecting or what to do. Okay, so we go to the 5 minute chart, and let me just do this quickly. So this is what we are looking for, this area here. And as you can see, we have a downtrend. We have a trend changing pattern here. This is just an information, okay? So for me, when I see this as a secondary trend, I know after a completed wave structure 5, there's a possibility that this low will be broken. It's just as simple as that. And what you have to do in that case is, I'm going to draw the wave structure. So this will be 0 A B C 1. This is 2. We have a small break there. It has a low, but there's no high to it. So that is the high. 3, we have a 4, and the 5 has been divided because this is to chase everybody out. You can see how strong this makes no sense. Look at this. This is emotional. This is what we call, there's a strategy I created called the emotional trading. Look at the fair value gaps. Once we have four fair value gaps after a break of the high, they are just flushing people out of the market basically. When this happens, you see that in one swing, you have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. We don't know if there will be more. So basically, what they are doing is people sold here, and they are flushing everybody out before they eventually move the price. The clue is this one now. That is your confirmation that that is what they are doing. So that is it for the pound dollar. I've spent too long on that one. Let's look at the Canadian US dollar Canadian dollar, because I saw something very interesting in this one. CAD US dollar CAD. I've I've not been trading it that much, but it's looking interesting. Okay, so if you squeeze the chart up, and this is a good exercise to do actually, when you squeeze it up, you have a mental picture of what is currently in front of you, and you can see on this 1 hour chart the trend has been going up. But we have here, what happened here is a downtrend, but this is still an uptrend, and that is the major structure. So we call this a trend changing pattern. And now, in this trend changing pattern down, we can draw the wave structure, because when you draw the wave structure, you will be able to see a better picture. Okay, we have a structure here that made the last higher high, so price broke down. That makes it easy for you to see the 0 to 1. Okay, that is the 1, that is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 4, and that is the 5. Okay, so we do the same thing that we usually do. We draw the structures. uh I like to do it because you may forget, and if you don't have it on your chart, uh, it may come back later to haunt you. So I like to do it like that. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the end of the wave structure, and then we have this break. Okay, another tool that we use is the Fibonacci, just to see. You can measure from 2 to 3. Okay, the price stopped at the T1, which could be something, okay, because this is not an established downtrend. This is still considered as a trend changing pattern. The price has a high probability of breaking the high. So they may not push the price all the way to the T2, because this is not an established downtrend. But what we have here is a good information. Price stopped at a key target. Okay, so I don't need the Fibonacci anymore. I can delete that just to clean this chart up. But we've seen a break of 4. That doesn't mean much, but I need to investigate what happened here. Very important. So now I want to see this move here. Is this an impulse? Should I be expecting this to be a corrective wave to buy at the buy zone of this impulse? We shall see. So we go back to 5 minutes chart. I'm skipping the 15 minute this morning because I don't have too much time on my hand to play with. And as you can see, this is a confirmed impulse wave. You see break of structure. We've seen all this move. Market actually went for it here to actually move this market up. So I am satisfied with this move. But we have another trend changing pattern down. Okay, but we with this one, you can draw the Fibonacci from the low to the high. I'm looking to capture the buy zone. You can see slightly came below the buy zone, which is not too concerning. Okay, the idea is to find 3 waves down. Okay, we've seen one followed by pullback. We've seen one, another one, and we've seen honestly, it's not the ideal one, but you can't have them perfect all the time. So I can be picky when I have more than 2 3 pairs to trade. So but as long as price did not come back below the 136.79, you can buy this thing from where it is now. Okay, and we can use this stop loss as the low of the day, because if you look at this, let's look at the 15 minutes chart, even though I don't want to do that. um I can use the 3 bar in the buy zone, which is the low low of the day followed by lower low and higher low, and that higher low candle is currently forming. So if this is going to be successful, price must not come below here, and you may have a break back of the structure, and you have another structure at the high here. Okay, couple of key levels here to watch out for. The 23.6 is always a good one, 137.46. Okay, so that is it for the US dollar, Canadian dollar. Ideally, you want to be buying this thing from this pullback level. Let's go back to let's look at another one, which is the Euro US dollar. This one will be quick. The Euro US dollar is actually a, a similar price to the pound US dollar. Okay, as you can see, this thing, US dollar has been strong for a while. It's been pushing down, pushing up, and what we have here is the same thing as a structure: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, this is actually weaker than the pound. So in terms of selling, this could be a better pair to sell. Okay, so what we have is this. That is the, we enable the magnets. That is the low. There's a structure here. So this did not break a structure. This will be 1. This is a 2. We can count this, but this 3 actually, this 2 to 3 has been broken down into 3 waves: 1, 2, and 3, followed by 4, and this is 5. Okay, because we have a breakdown here, this will be short wave. So um that's basically what you have. We have a structure here which we are expecting to be broken down after this move. Then you have to investigate this as a trend changing pattern. If you have a trend changing pattern here, if we have a trend changing pattern in this one, then sell can be allowed above here. So we go to the 5 minutes chart, do the same thing. We want to investigate. Yes, we have a trend changing pattern here. A failure to make a higher high. Instead of making a higher high, price made a higher low, a lower high, and it breaks down, and there's a follow through. That's basically what the trend changing pattern means. And then you have to count this wave, looking for 5 waves here. Let me do this. I can delete this now because that has done its job. I'm looking for, from this low on this 5 minutes, I want to see there's a structure here. So we broke higher: 1, 2, 3, 4, and extended 5. You can see that. Okay, so after this thing finished, we have a lower high or something. You can take the trade. This is a reversal trade. Very careful taking reversal trade. Okay, then this low should be broken. Okay, once they finish this move, this can be painful. The move that is happening in the pound and the euro, basically they are trying to flush the people that sold early. Okay, they want to flush them out, and until they are satisfied, they will continue to push the price in that direction. Okay, last but not the least, I'm not going to go too much into details with this one, the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. This is one of our favorite pair to trade. Be careful selling the CAD yen. Be careful selling against or buying the yen, basically. Okay, they're gonna eventually sell buy the yen, but for me, the when we observe the market, you have to think of, does it make sense? Because the the yen pairs are now trading outside any technicality. Basically, the price is just going in one direction. Even we've seen so many attempts, valid attempts in terms of technical, I'm talking about technical attempts, and those attempts has been nullified every time. Okay, so we have this low here to I, which is 1. So let's do the wave count on this one. 0, 1, this is 2. That did not break. I'm trying to find out if this high is a, yeah, that's a higher high. So we have 0, 1, this is 2, and you have to do this all the time just for you to be able to see what is going on. And this 5 has been broken down into multiple waves. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. And it's still continuing. Maybe you can say this is the beginning of a new wave structure here because it's made a lower low. So we can place the 5 here and we say this is a correction and a new wave structure have started from here. So probably we can be looking for buying opportunity if the price come into the buy zone. You just have to keep shifting this and take a buy from the buy zone. So in short, what I'm saying is we're looking for this move to end somewhere and for price to come somewhere like this, and then you can buy in the buy zone, okay, for a continuation. That will be 2, then 3, then 4 and 5. So basically that is the play for me to coming to the end of the week. Okay, my name is Shogun Chat 247. I wish you a successful trading week, and God bless.